everyone, it's Becky from Unplgd Tiny Homes here. Today I'm going to take you through this tiny home behind me, which is a kookaburra, an 8 by 3 meter long tiny home. We are so lucky to be in this beautiful location in the mountains, and we will be chatting to the owner, Joanne, who's going to talk about her journey and tell us the story of why she went unplugged and why she went tiny. So I can't wait to share this with you, and I hope you enjoy. Hi, Joanne.
Hi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've been so excited to come and see this property. It's so beautiful. So congratulations on having such a beautiful home.
Thank you. I've been waiting for you to come and see it. I was lucky enough to be offered this piece of paradise here to put my Unplgd Tiny Home on. And I'm just, really happy with how everything's ended up, and I'm just living the dream.
Well, like everyone else wants as well.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see everything, for you to take us around and talk us through your property, your choices and everything like that.
Yeah.
So let's take a little look through your home.
Okay.
So one thing we get a lot of questions about is things to do with disasters such as fires and floods. So take me through that thought process for you when you were planning your home, and do you have a plan?
Yeah, sure do. So the main thing is, yes, I'm in a fire area. So when I planned where I was going to position my tiny homes and the lawn and everything, it's all designed so that with my second pod, now that I have the deck here, it's more of a fixed building, but so my fire plan is to take out all my personal items. If I'm limited to time, we just take everything out and put it into the second pod. And then we've got a tractor on the property that can hook up to the drawbar on that one. And you can see how I've landscaped it so that I can bring that tiny home out through here and move it to the back of the property where it's very rainforesty, very wet area where the fires don't come.
Yeah.
I've also tried to clear as much as possible the vegetation, so it's more lush green, and we have goats on the hill to keep that vegetation down.
Permanent firefighters.
Other important thing is to have gutter guard in your gutters, and keep the leaves out of, keeping all that dry vegetation away from your tiny home. But the gutter guard in the gutters eliminates the leaf buildup that can cause from embers and things like that.
So there's a lot of things to consider. I guess it changes from area to area for clients that are looking for this option, but just even thinking about the placement of the drawbar on the property so that you can easily pull it out. Those are things that you have thought about in your journey.
Yeah. Same as why my drawbar on this one is here, and the way I've measured it exactly so that one can also be taken out of the property if need be.
With some planning.
With time to be able to move the deck, but it is doable.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you. Before we start, I want to acknowledge all these beautiful sounds that we're hearing right now. So if you can't hear this, we've got the birds, we've got the wind. It's just so peaceful. You couldn't make this up. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
So I want to hear a bit about your journey to this point that we're sitting here in your tiny home right now. So can you tell me a little bit about why you chose to go tiny, and how did you get there?
Okay. I was living in the city, had a mortgage on an apartment, and I was injured at work, and I haven't really worked a full-time job since. So I was very stressed out about how I was going to continue paying my mortgage. And I moved up to the mountains and was staying with family up here. And then the tiny home sort of appealed to me after walking the Camino de Santiago and realizing that we don't need so much stuff in our life. And that, I just decluttered my life. And so I moved into a small cottage up here, and then started to research and went to the Hawkesbury Tiny Home Expo, where I met Tim and Amy. And I went for 2 days through all of the tiny homes. I took my daughters with me so that they could point out things that maybe I didn't see. And we just kept going back to Unplugged. And that just the feeling that I got with Tim and Amy and their product, their build, just everything was just beautiful. I went, this is the one. This is the one. And this is the kookaburra that they had at the expo.
Oh,
yeah.
So you actually saw the home.
Yeah, somebody bought that kookaburra at the expo. And so this is the same, slightly custom built for me. So from there on, sold my apartment, and now I'm debt free and stress free, and
wow,
yeah, just
congratulations.
Life is just so much happier now, not having to worry about a mortgage to pay, things like that.
Yeah, so that's something that appeals to a lot of people, a lot of our clients and the people that come to our expos.
Yeah.
What was it about the home when you were walking around? What were your little things that you needed? Like, did you have a checklist, or did you have something that kind of inspired you? Like, what was your drive that you needed in a tiny home?
So this is my forever home now. So I wanted those luxury items, like I wanted a bath, and I wanted the dishwasher, and yeah, I wanted a full working kitchen, like a full-size kitchen where I could fit a full-size fridge and a full pull-out pantry, because I do a lot of cooking and baking. And living rural, you need to have a lot of staples, so you need that cupboard space. So yeah, good sized kitchen for me. This outdoor deck was also on the plan, to have this space to come outside and just sit and enjoy everything that's around me.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit emotional now. I don't know why.
Well, isn't it beautiful though that you get to enjoy this every day? And that's also, I think, something that is a desire for a lot of our clients. They want to change the pace of life.
Yeah.
They want to get out of the city, and they want to have a more calm pace of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about while your tiny home was getting built, what kind of preparations were you doing? Were there anything for you to think about? Like, how did you prepare for this change?
Okay. So the first was the plan and which way it was going to face. And also we talked about the fire plan, how we would position them to be able to move them. So the landscaping of the garden had to be where the driveway was positioned in the right place, and the two tiny homes in the right place. Connecting to electricity. Because of the amount of trees that I have here, I opted to go and connect to the mains power.
Yep.
And organised to have 20,000 litre water tank that was delivered right at the very beginning. I had the lands levelled off and the road base put down, and got all the ground ready for the tiny home to sit on.
Yeah.
and the water tank, and connecting the electricity ready for it to just be plugged in when it arrived.
Yep.
And and just starting to shape the gardens around where I wanted shade and trees and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So there are things to think about even while the home is being built, just to prepare mentally, especially if you have land or don't have land. There's things to think about during that process. Another thing I would like to ask you, because we spoke briefly on the phone before we came here, and you mentioned I think you said something like, I live a very boring life. And then you explained, or you described what you were doing every day. And for many people I talk with every day, that's what they want to be doing.
Yeah.
So can you describe to me, what do you do when you live in a tiny home? What does your week look like? What does your day look like here?
One thing, it's not a lot of housework. Tick.
Nice.
No, I mean, I love my garden. It's like a meditative hobby for me. I just get a good feeling being in my garden, and my rescue chickens, and just yeah, growing my veggies. I've also got my grandson up close by, so I'd spend a bit of time with him. But yeah, it's just and be able to just go on a bushwalk. There's lots of bushwalks around here.
Yeah.
But just, yeah, I just enjoy being around my chooks and my veggie garden and my flowers.
I mean, who wouldn't in a place like this?
Yeah.
And as you mentioned as well earlier on, you don't really want to leave.
No.
Like, I'm sitting here and I'm so content.
I know. I sit here every afternoon.
And yeah.
And I just look out and I go, oh, life is good.
This is my home. This is my life.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Can you talk to me a little bit more about your services? So you said you have electricity and a rain tank. And do you have gas as well?
So I have gas, hot water.
Yeah.
And I only just changed my gas bottle over after 18 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So the one bottle, 18 months I got out of one bottle. And so my water tank is hooked up. I've got both my gutters connected, so all my rainwater off the roof is topping up my water tank. And I've connected. I went underground. I don't have any power lines above ground. They're all underground to the main Endeavour pole. So that is you have to apply for that through Endeavour Energy. But yeah. The other thing I wanted to mention is phone signal. If you're living rural, it's phone signal, internet, all of that sort of thing. Even TV reception can be an issue. You can see there's a lot of trees around here. So what I've done is I've put a cell phone repeater aerial that's up on the roof there.
Oh yeah.
So with that boosts the 4G network in my area. So I only could get one bar 4G. And with that, I get 3 to 4 bar 4G.
Oh,
so it's worth investing in getting a cell phone repeater aerial. That's through Telstra.
That's
so
great
without that, I wouldn't have any internet or phone reception. And so what I do is I hotspot my phone onto my devices to be able to watch, say, like Channel 9,
streaming.
SBS, ABC. And so I just use my internet data on my phone. And that was one of the issues I found here when I moved here, was reception for phone, internet, and also to even have a TV up here. Not that I need a TV.
Yeah. You got you got 24-hour beautiful aesthetic views.
Yeah.
And what kind of toilet, grey water system? What do we do?
So I've got the EcoFlow compost toilet.
Yep.
Love it. No smell.
Does it smell?
I know.
Let's bust the myth.
And so it's 3 months. You don't have to do anything.
Amazing.
And then when my first 3 months came up, I went, oh, okay, it's time to do the changeover. And I was dreading it. And within 5 minutes, unclip it, take it out, put the empty one in, sit the other one to the side for 3 months. I thought, wow, it's not messy, it's not smelly, it's like, And I was thinking, my 3 young grandchildren, when they come to visit, they'll probably look at it and be a bit scared of compost toilet. It looks different because there's no water in it. I'm thinking, are they going to be too afraid to use it? And they go in there and they know, handful of that and 10 sprays of that. You know? Okay. They call me Gijo. Gijo, I'm just going to the toilet. they're fine. So I got the compost toilet. So my grey water at the moment, all of my products I'm using are eco-friendly earth products.
Yeah.
So my grey water goes into a hose and I water my plants with it. And the same with my kitchen sink water. I will get a grey water system built, but at the moment I'm doing the same. I'm just using it in my garden at the moment. And being plant-based diet, I really don't have any animal fats and things like that in my washing up water. It's maybe a bit of olive oil and things like that. So it just goes into the garden, and as you can see, there's nothing wrong with the garden.
She's thriving. Yeah, she's doing very well.
So my grey water is it goes into the garden itself. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
One last question: with the composting toilet, where do you bury it? You put it somewhere?
Okay, so I take it down the hill.
Yep.
And wherever there's a bit of a ditch down there, I just pop it in there. And it's just like leaf and vegetation compost pile over there. It just looks like that.
Nice.
Yeah. So I just wheel it down because it's on wheels.
Yeah.
And I just find a little bit of a ditch, and I just I put all my lawn clippings and things in there too, like just to level out areas of the land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But you can put it in your flower gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not the veggie.
Yeah, not the veggie garden,
beds.
but yeah.
Joanne, we're in this beautiful kitchen. There's so many things that I want to talk about and for you to walk us through, but let's just start from the beginning. So you told me earlier that a big functional kitchen was important to you.
Yeah.
So what went into that thought process? What are some of those important things in the kitchen?
I wanted to fit my full-size fridge. I also wanted the dish drawer, the dish drawer dishwasher, and I also wanted this island bench. And I had a PowerPoint put in the floor there so that I can have my appliances in the centre of the kitchen, but it still gives me plenty of bench space. And I love this timber feature open shelf. I like to be able to just get my cups and glasses and things down from there. And the amount of cupboards was important because I do like to cook a lot.
Yeah.
And the full-size pull-out pantry that I have there as well to put all my pantry staples and things.
Amazing. While we're on the subject of drawers and storage, how was the process of decluttering for you when you were going tiny in a kitchen, but also in general? Like, how did you go through that process?
Okay. I think you've got to look at what you use on a regular basis, on a daily basis, and then look at items and think, I have not used that for ages. Little gadgets and things like that. But then when you think about it, I live here alone. I really only need a certain amount of bowls, plates, cups, especially coffee cups. Like, I do have a few coffee cups, but sometimes you end up with an entire cupboard of coffee cups. A
collection of them, yeah.
And you think, well, you're only really using 1 or 2 per day. So you've just got to ask yourself, what am I using and what am I not using? And we don't need that amount of stuff in your kitchen. Yeah.
Something we often tell our clients at Unplugged is move into the space first and live in it, get a feel for what you actually need and use, and don't necessarily make all your decisions before you've moved in. A lot of people think, oh, I've got to get rid of everything straight away, but you also get quite creative in a tiny home where you might get used for something in a different way than it used to be, or there are things that might not occur to you until you've lived there.
Exactly. Yeah, you do tend to move things around a bit. Like, for instance, this area here was meant for the microwave, but I prefer to put all my cookbooks up there. And I actually asked Tim and Amy to put a shelf in and just design that for me, for my everyday, like pasta and oats and things, and then my cookbooks. And I've put my microwave on the centre here, so that and my toaster are my 2 main appliances that are just easy, with the bench on the top, just to take things out of the microwave and straight onto here. So that was an important thing for me, to have that microwave close by. And the toaster. I do like my toast.
We do need a toaster in Australian homes. It's like...
And my coffee machine.
Yes. Of course.
Yeah.
I really love that you've managed to fit the kitchen island in as well, because I feel like that's something that's more, you can't fit that because it's more for a traditional home, but this seems like it's a DIY kitchen
This is
island.
a little, I did, measure and research, and this one is an IKEA one you put together yourself, and Tim and Amy gave me some matching bench to go on top of that. The good thing is it is on wheels and I can move it, and if I decide that I don't want it anymore, it's not fixed, so it can be taken out. And the power point in the floor is one that is flat to the floor, so I can just put a mat on it and you wouldn't even know it was there. So
awesome. Love that. So through the design process, we're building you a home, so take me through that journey. How did you experience the whole planning and designing your home? How was that journey with Unplgd for you?
Really easy, yes. The fact also that Unplgd are in Lawson in the Blue Mountains, I was able to go and visit and sit with Amy and go through and do my mood board and talk through my ideas and all my visions in my head, and be able to put that into a plan on paper and to be able to custom design this kookaburra to how I wanted it.
Yeah.
It was, everything that I wanted is what I got.
Is this?
Yes.
So these are all your ideas in a physical shape.
Yeah. So the tiles on the back of the kitchen here, I sourced them from a supplier in New Zealand. So they're an adhesive, lightweight tile, which looks like ceramic, but in a tiny home, it's all about the weight. So I wanted this green.
Yeah. And you want the look, you want the effect, but we have to be mindful of the weight.
Yeah.
So this is a great compromise.
I mean, when you walked in, I think you thought they were ceramic.
So I think so.
They,
I was convinced that these were tiles. They look very realistic and
very easy to clean.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Easy to clean as well.
Very happy with that product.
Awesome.
Yeah. This is the same as any kitchen in a standard size house.
Yep.
The amount of cupboard space that I have, got my bowls, got all my plates, big cooking bowls up there. I've got my all my storage Tupperwares and things, cutlery, all of this down in here.
You've utilized this corner really
so I've got my oils and my peppers and salts and things like that, my coffee machine, my beautiful dish drawer, and then I mean, look how many saucepans and things I've got in there.
Yeah, that's like a professional
I think I have
kitchen.
6 saucepans and about 6 fry pans, and then my bottom drawer down below there has got my my Ziploc bags and things like that. Full-size fridge.
Full-size fridge.
And this pantry is, I mean, and plus, all
everything
this up here is also pantry staples. And then I have all my pulses and flowers, and because I live a long way from the local shops, you've got to have everything.
Yeah.
So just go, okay, I'm going to make this, I'm going to make that. I can't just nip to the shop or have something delivered. So and all my cookbooks up there. So I mean, to me, this is, I've even got I've got my tea towels and everything in here, my dishcloths, microwave,
toaster,
and my little air fryer,
tiny air fryer as well. Yeah, pretty much everything you have in a standard kitchen, or even more in some homes in tiny apartments in Sydney and stuff.
But look what I have. Look at this window.
You don't get that in
Who
Sydney.
gets that, cooking and having that view?
Yeah.
I love it. And sitting here, I sit and have a coffee in the morning here.
Yeah.
And just watch all the little birds. Yeah. No boring splashback that most people have in their kitchen. Got a picture window.
Perfect. What more could you need? All right, I think we're standing in probably my favorite room, because
it's my favorite room too.
You have a bathtub in your tiny home.
Yep.
How did we get there?
So when I went to the expo and I saw the kookaburra, which is this tiny home, on display, it's the one I fell in love with. But I did want to customize a few things, and I wanted a bath, and I wanted this back back door.
Mudroom entrance.
Yeah. So sitting down with Amy and the team, and we moved this wall and made the actual lounge area smaller. That's why I have the second pod as my lounge. So I wanted a combined sort of mudroom, bathroom. So this wall got moved, put the sliding door in so we could put the bath in and the shower. It wasn't easy. There was a lot of moving things around because of this bulkhead of the
bed.
But this is the bed upstairs.
Yeah.
So we had to make sure that we designed it that the toilet didn't have anything above it, and the bath and the door. So yeah,
there were a lot of odd adjustments.
Yeah, but it worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
And then I put in the teak cupboards. This one is my bathroom cupboard, and this is my shoe cupboard and it's also my cat foods in there. And then this is hanging my coats and things.
So this is pretty much the entrance you would use.
Yeah, like I come home, or if I've been out in the garden, I've got muddy boots or anything, I've got my boot rack outside and I come in this door.
Yeah.
We designed it that we put the washing machine under the stairwell.
Yeah.
So it saved room there, and it's just tucked away.
Use every nook you can in the tiny home.
And it's enough space to be able to fit my laundry basket on top of the washing machine.
Perfect.
So everything fitted in here, and it's like, who has a bathroom this big? Like, and this is a tiny home.
This is a tiny home.
It's really spacious. And every time I walk in, I go, I love my bathroom.
Oh, I love your bathroom. And the
tapware, the ABI tapware, it's beautiful. The rain shower. Yeah, it's all really nice.
Upstairs, quite a spacious bedroom. And this is the first thing I notice.
Yeah.
Standing height loft.
The one thing I didn't want was a bedroom where I'd have to go up the stairs and then sort of like crawl into a bed. I wanted to be able to stand up. I mean, I am short, but I can walk around and make my bed. Got the whole chest of drawers here with all my smalls and t-shirts and everything, and plenty of hanging space either side.
Both sides?
Yeah, there's a lot of storage in here. And also just behind the bed here, you've got this, I've got all my linen in here, which is really handy to have. You don't even know it's there, but it's like goes all the way down. And you've also got, I mean, like you could put books and things along the back there if you wanted to. And the skylight, I had to have the skylight.
Of course.
Lying there, seeing the full moon and just the trees. I can see all the trees moving at night, and then in the morning looking out over the property. There is one thing with these windows. They're open at the moment. If it rains, you do get rain in, so I think I'm eventually going to add some eaves, some little I don't know what you call them, just so that I can leave the windows open.
Great.
And the rain. Yeah. And you don't sort of realise these things until you move into your tiny house. Think, oh yeah, well, if I want to leave my windows open to get that cross ventilation, and if there's rain coming, then you know, if you're going to head to town, you can put the eaves. If you've had eaves there, then you can leave your windows open and the rain won't come in. Yeah.
Great little tip there for everyone. All right, so this is your second pod.
Yeah.
It's your DIY project.
Yes.
Talk us through this one.
So at the time when I put my order in with Tim and Amy with Unplgd, financially I couldn't get this second pod at finished stage, so I got it at lock-up.
Yeah.
So they were happy to deliver it like that. And so as I'm progressing along through the build, I'm just getting the interior done. But the purpose of this second build is because I took out the lounge area from the kookaburra. This is going to be my chill room in the winter time with the couch, and it's having a wood fire in the corner. I've also put in storage, there'll be sliding doors, so extra storage in one end of here. So this is a sofa bed, so that family and friends can come and visit. But eventually down the track, I think if I'm not able to go up the stairs,
in the bedroom.
Yeah, I can convert this to a bedroom.
Yes.
And very easily make this my bedroom area, and just have
and then your
deck.
guests will be
Guests can have the upstairs. So it's a multi-use pod.
So it came to you as a lock-up stage.
Yeah.
You had the cladding on, frames were up.
Yeah.
Is
so
that
I've
it?
done the insulation.
Yep.
I'm now just about to put my walls in, and I've got my floorboards to go in, and then the fireplace. And my son-in-law has done he's an electrician, and he's put all the wiring in, ready to go for my lights and my outside lights and indoor lights and power points and everything. Yeah, so hopefully be finished for winter time.
And
so
we'll have to come back and look at the final product.
Sit by the fire.
Yeah. So that's a very clever way for people as an option for a cost-saving thing, and also space that you can add that extra space later on.
Yeah.
These can also be modular to fit on a home if you wanted that entrance prepared in the wall for later on
to connect.
Them.
I've also thought about how easy it is to connect. I mean, and these are, so this one is 2.8 wide.
Yep.
The main kookaburra is 3 meters wide, and this is a 6 meter width. So it's quite a big space to do whatever you want with it as that extra room, be it a bedroom, a lounge room, a study. You could even make it a bedroom and have another, like an ensuite. You could easily put an ensuite.
Yeah.
Like a little toilet and shower in this end, and make it another whole living space in their bedroom. And
it's a very clever use of space, and you're flexible to do with it what you want.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. That's it for today. Thank you so much for coming along and checking out this tiny home with us and listening to Joanne's beautiful story. I hope you found it informative and beautiful like I did. I've had such a beautiful day here enjoying this stunning property. So if you want to follow along for more, make sure that you follow us on socials, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, all the rest of it. And check out our website. We update it with blogs and vlogs and all the rest of it. So unplgd.com.au. And see you next time.